Hello and welcome to another opportunity to create abundance in your life, to raise your vibration, and to manifest your dreams. And today I want to talk about the uncomfortable feeling of manifesting a new life. And this is something that so many of my Skype coaching clients struggle with. And that's also the reason why I always talk about consistency, and why I always want to inspire you to not give up that fast. Every now and then I have a Skype coaching client who, when I practice with this client raising a certain vibration or reaching a certain frequency, they struggle with this process because it feels uncomfortable, it feels unfamiliar. And then they want to give up. Then they reach this point where the old self, the trauma, the negative emotions, the negative conditioning is pulling them further and further away from the life that they actually want. And that's why consistency and not giving up is so incredibly important. And as Joe Dispenza says it, you just stepped into that river of change, and get ready because it will feel uncomfortable. This is a quote from Dr. Joe Dispenza, and I want to mention it again because I really want you to feel these words. You just stepped into that river of change, and get ready because it will feel uncomfortable. In order to change, you need to let go of the old self. And by letting go of the old self, you let go of your ego, you let go of your conditioning, and in the healing process, you let go of your trauma. And yes, if you want me to help you on this healing journey, if you want me to help you to overcome your trauma, if you want me to guide you through this process of raising your vibration and reaching a higher frequency, and if you want me to hold you accountable and to make sure that you don't give up, then you can work with me in a Skype manifestation coaching session. And if you're ready to transform your life, then you can click on the second link in the description or go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/Skype. But I really want you to understand that no matter if you walk on this path alone or if you allow me to help you, to guide you and inspire you, you have to realize that the first steps will feel uncomfortable. I mean, the first time I tried to create the feeling of love, I got angry. I got really, really angry because I wasn't able to feel anything. I wasn't able to feel love. I mean, with the trauma that I had with my heart surgeries, I was completely disconnected from my own emotions. And as a result, when I then heard Dr. Joe Dispenza and Dr. Bruce Lipton and other spiritual teachers and scientists talk about feeling love, I thought to myself, yeah, great, but how do I do that? What is love? How do I feel it? And don't get me wrong, I was brought up in the most loving household you can imagine. I have an extremely good relationship with both my parents. I have the most loving parents in the world, and I'm extremely thankful for them. However, because of the trauma that I went through with the surgeries and experiencing that as a baby, I was disconnected from my own emotions, which was a biological protective mechanism. And that's why during my trauma healing journey, I had to learn how it feels to love and how it feels to be loved. And the first time I tried to create that feeling, it hurt. I was angry. I was angry and disappointed because I couldn't feel it. And I thought to myself, what is wrong with me? And the same might happen to you. I had several coaching clients who at the beginning told me, I just can't do it. I can't find the feeling of love. I can't reach the feeling of love. My anxiety gets in the way. My fear gets in the way. My worry gets in the way. And I know how that feels. I've been there. I've done that. Why do you think I'm so passionate about helping you in these Skype coaching sessions? Because I know how it feels. I know how it feels to not be able to reach that emotion. I know how it feels when the worry and the doubt and the fear overcomes you. But I also know that if you just stick with it, and if you, as Dr. Joe Dispenza says it, step into that river of change and you keep going, even though it feels uncomfortable, that incredible change is possible. I mean, that's why it's called the river of change. Da-dum. No, but I'm serious. It's really possible. If you swim through that river of change to the other side, despite your fears, despite your uncomfortable feelings, despite your ego telling you, Sebastian, he's just lying, the law of attraction doesn't exist, come on, watch TV, do something else, you don't need to change. If you change, despite all these things holding you back, then get ready, because magic will happen. And when I now think about the first time that I tried to create the feeling of abundance, I wanted to punch my fist through the wall, because all I could think of was my empty bank account. And the same might be true for you. I mean, maybe you've listened to one of my episodes where I talk about manifesting money, and immediately your ego jumps in and says, oh no, I can't do that, oh my bank account, oh it's impossible, oh I'm broke. That's completely normal. Nobody expects you to feel 10 times better immediately. It's a process. That's why I always struggle with this idea when some spiritual teachers or some other law of attraction coaches tell you, yeah, just snap with your finger and boom, everything will change. You need to heal your trauma. You need to let go of your ego. You need to practice reaching a new vibration, a new frequency. It takes practice. I know that a lot of other coaches don't want to tell you that, because it sounds way better to say, hey, just use this one technique and boom, all your problems will be solved. But it is a process, and I want you to embrace this process. Yes, it might get uncomfortable. I mean, I still remember the first time I blessed my energy centers with a Joe Dispenza meditation. That was in the middle of me healing a very severe health issue, or let's say back then trying to heal a very severe health issue. It then took me a while after that to really heal it, but that's another story. And I still remember that the first time I did that blessing of the energy centers meditation, my body broke down because I had to release all the negative energy from the past. I had blistered and infected skin on my chin. I mean, I wish I would have made a picture back then, because I looked like, I don't even want to put it into words. And that was right after that Joe Dispenza meditation, like 24 hours later, something like that, 24 hours, 48 hours later. And thank God the universe showed me a video from Dr. Joe Dispenza one day before I started this meditation, in which he explained this process, that sometimes your body needs to find a way to get rid of this old energy. I mean, that's why, for example, when I went to that week-long advanced retreat from Dr. Joe Dispenza, he actually mentioned that the process of getting sick or having other health symptoms after the workshop was called Dispenza influenza. And they called it like that because, well, a lot of people experienced that because all the negative energy had to go out. So what if it gets uncomfortable? Then swim through the river of change. Or in the first step, step into that river of change and get ready, because it will feel uncomfortable. And unfortunately, so many people give up when it gets uncomfortable. But now I want to ask you this question. What's more uncomfortable? When your feet are getting wet while you cross the river of change? Or when you are slowly but steadily drowning because you never change? It's going to feel uncomfortable, and it's going to feel unfamiliar. You are stepping into the unknown, and you won't be able to predict the next moment. And yes, there will be voices in your head that tell you that you can't do it, that you should stop doing it, that you should not change. But like I always say, follow the breadcrumbs and trust the soup. Trust the universe. Trust in the power of the universe. Trust that you receive synchronicities. Trust in the guidance. And if you don't trust, if you decide to invest in my 11 Days to Manifestation Mastery program, I created one whole module with a lecture, practical exercises, and a hypnosis specifically about how you can master trusting the universe and trusting this process. And if you want to find out more about this program and all the amazing bonuses that you get completely for free, then you can click on the first link in the description. And by the way, if you decide to invest in my 11 Days to Manifestation Mastery program, you also get a €50 discount code for your first Skype manifestation coaching session with me. So in other words, the discount code that you receive is worth more than the actual price that you have to pay for the product. So I think it's a pretty good deal. Always remember what Dr. Joe Dispenza says about predicting your future. The best way to predict your future is to create it. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please send out some love to the YouTube universe by giving this video a big thumbs up. And I would also appreciate it if you would leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think about my video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to click on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you.